And welcome back to the PSN Commanders Network. It's your boy Tone, aka Tech. We're back in another video. Got a special guest with me, man. Before I get to it, man, prayers out to everybody going on, everybody in Florida right now. It's going through the hurricanes and the aftermath and everything else. Shout out to Engraven. Man, living in Florida. I'm glad all is well with my man over there. And
Appreciate it.
And all glory to God. For God, we will not be here right now. So, let's get right into it, man. How you feeling tonight?
I'm good. We got a little less than 2 days left, man. So we right there. But I'm good, man. How you feeling?
I'm excellent, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm ready for this battle 95. We run 95. The be more or a little down south. We're gonna find out, man.
Hey, man, it's gonna be crazy, man. Oh, it will be. And especially because this game been getting talked up like so much. Who would have thought going into this season that there would have been people talking about this could be the game of the year? It's crazy, but I like to see it because I like that Commanders they having some success now because it's been a minute. And I know it's been rough over there, especially everything that was happening with Dan Snyder and stuff, and just all the quarterback situations ever since RG3 and Kirk Cousins and whatnot. It was looking for quick little bit like what's Sam Howell, like he was gonna be something. It was looking like it real quick, but then it went away.
That first 9 games, ooh, got a guy, man.
Yeah. But no, I'm glad for y'all though. I'm glad that it's going better now.
Nah, for real. And I'm glad you guys are doing well. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no rivalry over here. Just, you know what I'm saying, a little friendly banter of Instant 95. It's no rivalry for real. But yeah, I'm definitely excited for this one, man. Lamar versus Jayden. A lot of people making that comparison between Lamar and Daniels, and we're so similar. We're like looking at each other in the mirror. Like we both top 5 in rushing. We both have the same kind of game plan. We both got tanks of running backs. You got the ultimate tank, the Tonka trunk. We got Mr. Infinity Stones over here and Brian Robinson Jr. Run everybody over. Run a dude over Robinson over here. So it's like we look at each other in the mirror. You guys got Zay Flowers. I think it's a hell of a wide receiver, and we have Terry McLaurin. That people are looking at him as a top 10, 15-ish wide receiver around the league. So it's funny. We're looking each other in the mirror. Great defensive lineman. I love Menabuke. He's an animal. We got Payne Allen. You guys don't have like a premier pass rusher, neither do I, neither do us on the edge rusher side. I like your corners. I don't know what's going on with Marlon Humphrey. I hope he is ready to go. I don't know what's going on with that.
Yeah, he should be playing.
He should be? Okay.
Yeah.
So your boys in the walking booth 48 hours ago.
Yeah, that was scary. I was worried about that. But yeah, he's been practicing for the past couple of days, so he should be good to go.
Good to hear. Only difference is I got a better secondary. Cal Hamilton and Marcus Williams. We don't have that. We got guys named St. Juice and Emmanuel Forbes, who is.
What happened with him? Because that I know he was a first round draft pick. I know he's a little bit undersized, but he was known for being a ball hawk. But what happened to him over there?
He gets bullied. Bigger receivers just bully him. Like he's just too small.
Okay.
AJ Brown, 220? He's just too small. Like every time he plays a smaller receiver, he does okay. But do on over 200 pounds.
Okay, I got it.
So that's how it goes for Forbes. But let's get to actual. So, what does your injury report look like for y'all when it comes to injury?
It looked pretty good overall. The biggest concern was just Marlon Humphrey. We will be without one of our linebackers. He's really an edge setter. He'll be out there about first and second downs. That's Malik Harrison. We'll also be without a backup defensive lineman, Broderick Washington. But Brent Urban, who's a veteran, will just fill his role. So nothing too crazy when it comes to injuries for the Ravens. I did see Brian Robinson. He's dealing with something right now. But I'm not sure how.
I think it's knee tendonitis. I've heard. John Kahn and none of our beat writers really went into it in depth, but it's probably tendonitis in his knee. Just from what I've heard the symptoms of what's going on. Like sometimes knee feel good, sometimes it don't feel the best. So I'm guessing it's tendonitis. I'm saying I guess. That lasts forever. It feels like last week. So his something he's going to fight with part of the rest of the season. So that's part of that. He's questionable. We get Clinton Farrell back from his knee injury. He's coming back after previously missing games. We're activating FAO Botto off of the PUP list. And the only notable guy that is out, I think, is our linebacker, Jordan McGee. Everyone else is pretty much good to go for the most part. So we're pretty healthy on this side, too. So we shouldn't have any excuses about major injuries or major this or that.
Yeah.
Both at pretty much full strength for this game. So no excuses on both sides. It's time we're all good to go.
That's how it should be, man.
Nah, for real. Yeah. What's some keys of victory for your team, either offensively or defensively? You can give me one or the other, your choice.
Yeah, I do both. And I think offensively, just continuing to keep Derrick Henry, let him keep going, keep him involved in the game. But I would also say the same thing for Rashad Bateman too. Rashad Bateman, yeah, he's a former first-round pick. Hasn't quite lived up to first-round pick expectations yet. Ravens did sign him to a very modest contract extension this past offseason when a lot of us thought he might be traded. But they kept him around because they still see that potential. So I say if they can get Rashad Bateman going too, that could do a lot of damage. And also to keep the Commanders off balance with the tight ends, because when most people think about the Ravens and they think about tight end, they think about Mark Andrews, which, I mean, he has done his thing over the years. But now you have an Isaiah Likely who's been emerging, especially since last season. You also have Charlie Kohler, who a lot of people are not familiar with.
I know about him.
Oh, you do?
Okay. I know about that boy. I got a three-headed monster, man. Like that.
Yeah, so it's nice to have that because they all been doing their job with the dirty work as far as the blocking, but they've been all involved in the passing game as well. So to just keep them really going, just to be versatile on offense, not to be one-dimensional, just to show the Commanders that you can get it in a lot of different ways. Then as far as defense, I think this got to be a really, really big game for Nnamdi Madubuike and also for Travis Jones, our interior defensive lineman, because just really the whole pass rushing unit as a whole, edge rushers too, like Odafe Oweh, Kyle Vanoy, David Ajabo if he plays enough. But it's important for the pass rush to get internal pressure. Because if you can get that inside pressure on Jayden Daniels, and that can just mess him up from jump. Because no matter how fast a quarterback is, that internal that'll mess him up quick. Because we've seen it a lot, especially if your defensive line can get pushed on Lamar Jackson. We've seen it a lot, man. It's so frustrating because that limits what you can do. But it's important that the interior pass rushers that they really go to work big time. Our safeties. The safeties, they got to have a big game too, because the one thing about Jayden Daniels that I really like about him, so much time you hear about Jayden Daniels and his completion percentage. Like his completion percentage is high, is really accurate, but a lot of times completion percentage, it can get sort of the numbers might not tell the whole story. But with Jayden Daniels, it's not like that. It's not like the numbers are being overblown. Like he will dink and dunk, but he'll take the shots downfield too. It's not like he's being like conservative with the ball, but he's taking his shots and taking his chances. So I like that about Jayden Daniels, and that makes him that much more dangerous. And he'll throw the deep shots from the pocket. He'll throw the deep shots out of the pocket too. He'll do it so many different ways. So it's important that the safeties, that they communicate with each other, because that's been something that the safeties they've been slacking. Really, the whole secondary. But the communication has been lacking. That's why our pass defense right now, I think it's like 29th or 31st. It's somewhere super low.
It's 31st in the league. 31st right now.
You gave me that nice reminder, yeah. But it's been bad. It's been real bad this season so far. So communication gonna be everything against this Commanders offense.
I agree with that for sure. As for me, I think the defense. I'm talking defense. Making guys one-dimensional, taking away the run, making it's crazy for me to say out my mouth, but make Lamar Jackson beat you. It's kind of crazy, but you can't let the Ravens get both ways. Can't let them run and throw. Got to take something away, right? Got to take something away. And you guys are number one in rushing in the league, and we're number 2, which is absolutely insane.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Taking the runaway would be huge because Derrick Henry's a freaking truck. He's an absolute menace once he gets the football in his hands and he gets a head full of steam. It's wraps. Might just hang him up. Make a business decision. Don't try to tackle the man. Leave it alone, right? So I think taking a runaway make you guys one-dimensional. And I think making you guys even more one-dimensional and take away the tight end position because we know what Mark Andrews can do. He's an animal. He's an animal. Perennial Pro Bowler, tight end. We know what Mark Andrews is. I know he's been a little quiet this year. I know. Oh man, Mark Andrews playing left tackle and all these Twitter stupid foolishness, all that stupid crap, right? But I think that's ridiculous. I think that's hogwash. But whatever. I believe that taking the tight ends away and making the wide receivers by themselves beat us will also be huge as well because I love Zay Flowers. I mean, he's an animal. I think Rashad Bateman is solid, but outside those 2 guys, I'm not really like super scared. I'm not scared of Tylan Wallace and guys like that. Like, I think they can play for sure, but I'm not like I have to game plan for these guys. I game plan for Zay Flowers and tight ends, but take the tight ends away, cool. I think Benjamin St. Juice not gonna necessarily strap Zay Flowers. Zay Flowers is so fast; it's hard to even keep up with a guy like that on a consistent basis. But I believe if you can take the tight ends away, it definitely will help out for sure.
Now, who would be somebody that you would say one on defense and one on offense for the Commanders that you feel would have to have a big game for y'all to be successful?
Offensively, got to be Terry McLaurin because of the pass defense. Terry got to have a 130-yard game or something like that this week if you want to win because he's so important, so integral to the offense. Defensively, for me, I would say Dorrance Armstrong because he's been turned on a little bit lately, and I believe if we can get to Lamar, I think it'll definitely kind of slow you guys down at least a tad bit. I don't think we can stop your offense. First of all, your offense is too dynamic. The run game is too crazy. We just hope to slow you down just a tad. And I think getting to Lamar, hitting him a couple of times, hitting any quarterback slows your offense a tad because he's thinking about getting hit. So, Dorrance Armstrong and Frankie Lou, who I think might have a huge game defensively, along with Bobby Wagner. But specifically Dorrance Armstrong because I don't want to keep blitzing linebackers, especially against a team that can just go play action fake and you're blitzing 6. And now it's 1-on-1 across the board, and all these guys can win 1-on-1 matchups. That's just screaming nightmare. A walking nightmare for you. So I'd rather just go ahead and try to win with 4. We can win with 4, and Dorrance Armstrong is our best edge rusher. So you have to go out there and go get it done this week.
Yeah, I would say on our side, 2 people that need to have a really big game. On offense, I would say Roger Rosengarten, Ravens right tackle, rookie, 2nd-round pick right tackle. Just
I like
him.
him a lot too. Yeah,
he's been pretty good, man. He's been pretty good. And just for him to just hold it down on that right side, because he had his moments, of course, where he struggled and whatnot. He's a rookie. That was to be expected. But overall, he's been pretty good. So he would have to have a really good game just protecting Lamar. And then on defense, I would say probably a Dafe away, edge rusher, just continuing to apply pressure to Jayden Daniels throughout the game and just helping in the running game too, because he can be big for the Ravens in the run game as well.
Agreed. I agree with both of those. So we got X Factors on the injury report. I guess the thing I want to talk about is what's your biggest storyline of this game that doesn't have to do with Lamar or Jayden Daniels? And that's the big one everyone's talking about. But that's the
I would think that it would be the Commanders and their opponents who they face. Because week 1, y'all lost to the Bucks.
Yep.
Then y'all beat the Cardinals, the Giants, and the Browns. And who was the other team y'all beat to?
Another one of your rivals, the Bengals.
Oh, yeah, the Bengals. Yeah, on Monday Night Football on that doubleheader. That was it, yeah. So when we look at that, we look at the quality of the opponents. They ain't really been that good. So now you're going against the Ravens, who's 3-2. They ain't got the best record in the world. Certainly don't got the worst. So the Ravens lost to the Chiefs, but they also lost to the Raiders. And it's like, really, the Raiders? We lost to them? And that was a super frustrating game. I mean, both of them losses were super frustrating. But then the wins that the Ravens have had have come against the Cowboys, also Dak Prescott. It came against the Bills, so Josh Allen. It came against Joe Burrow-led Bengals. So I feel like the quality of opponents that the Ravens have won against, even though we both got wins against the Bengals, but the quality of opponents for the Ravens has been better than the quality of opponents for the Commanders. So I think now, and you can't do nothing but play who's on your schedule. So regardless if you playing opponents with losing records, you playing opponents with winning records, all you got to do is take care of your business. So obviously y'all 4-1, so y'all done took care of business. But now I think this could be the biggest opponent that the Commanders have faced. And I've been seeing a lot of stuff on Twitter. I've been seeing a lot of people say, oh, this is the Commanders Super Bowl. It's such a big game for them. And I think, and I've seen a lot of Ravens fans go back and forth and whatnot and say, oh, this really their Super Bowl. How could it be? But you got to understand, like this, like we talked about at the beginning of this video, this game going into this season, if you would have looked at this game like, oh, this could be a big game. This could be a game of the year. It got so much potential. Well, people wouldn't really be saying that at the beginning of the year because there was just a lot of unknown, I think, especially on the Commanders side. He did draft Jayden Daniels at number 2, but there's a lot of unknown. How would he be in the NFL? Because not everybody can make that transition. Not everybody can make the switch. But he's been doing a really, really good job this year. So that has led to all this just anticipation. And even NBC, they were trying. They were like, hey, CBS, give me that game. But they said, nah, we're going to keep it. We're going to hold on to it. I was hoping they going to switch it to Sunday Night Football. That would have been so nice, man. But it's okay. We'll take the 1 o'clock. But it's going to be fun, man. It's going to be a real, real fun game. It should be a real, real good game. You talked about Terry McLaurin, Scary Terry. He nice, man. He was somebody that I wanted Ravens to trade for before he got re-signed to his contract extension. I was hoping. I knew it was unlikely, but I was still hoping, man. But it's gonna be tough.
Fit, low key. That would have been a good fit. I can't lie to you.
Yeah, he wouldn't even have to buy a new house or nothing like that. He just got to take a little different way to work. He would have been great. So yeah, man. But it's cool. It's cool. But yeah, man. Then you got Diami Brown too. So yeah, Washington got some.
Nice little sighting last week.
Y'all got some weapons, man. And then with the way that Jayden Daniels is, like you talked about, it's like looking in the mirror almost because just the threat of a Jayden Daniels that could freeze defenses, like it could really make them like, I want to say shook, but almost shook sometimes because it's like, man, you got to worry about him passing, throwing to the receiver, tight end, whoever. But then also you got to worry about him taking off. So it's like, man, what do? Do you send a spy? You keep somebody on him? You send a blitz, and then you could end up paying for it. So you got to be super, super smart with how you playing these quarterbacks because I don't want to say a regular quarterback because what's a regular quarterback nowadays? But when you play some quarterbacks who can't move as much, you can play them a certain way. You can get away with a lot more stuff. But when you play quarterbacks that could throw and they could run like these two, like true dual threats, it's a problem, man. So that's why these two defensive coordinators, I know they probably up right now working on game plan. They're gonna be up all night tonight, stressing. Gonna be up all night tomorrow night, still stressing. The game gonna come around, they're gonna be stressing. It's gonna be real good, man.
No, I completely agree. And what I like about this game is that it feels like the Commanders don't have as much pressure on them because we are 6.5-point dogs going to this one. They feel like I more to get back to 4-2 because you do have a Bucks next week, I believe, in Baltimore, or is it in Tampa?
That game is on the 21st. It's in Tampa, Monday Night Football. Yeah,
that game might get moved because of hurricanes and everything. We'll see, but yeah. Either way, I think it'll be somewhere in Florida. It'll be a road game, so I think you guys probably need this one a little bit more. But hey, we're playing some house money. We're not supposed to be here. We're rebuilding, whatever you want to call it, and new head coach. And we're sitting here at 4-1, and no one thought.
Right. And I think the best part about it is that that this is a brand new year where you starting from scratch. Dan Quinn, new head coach, like you mentioned, Jayden Daniels, new quarterback. So and right now, yeah, 4-1 after the first 5. So regardless of how this game goes, the season is still looking good. Whether y'all go to 4-2 or y'all go to 5-1, season is still looking good. Commanders are still being good shape. But then what makes it even better for y'all is the future, because Jayden Daniels being a first round pick, you got him for essentially the next 4 years on a rookie contract. So if they do it right, then they could really build around him like crazy and really take advantage of that rookie contract. And they could go crazy, like, because before you may have a different quarterback in there, but people, because what was last year, I think Jacoby Brissett, was it last year, I think? Say that again.
Yeah, Jacoby Brissett was backing up Sam last year.
Okay, yeah. So you had Sam Howell, Jacoby Brissett. So you think about free agency. People could be a little hesitant to go to the Commanders in free agency if they were looking to win, or they could look to get paid or whatnot, because obviously it's a business. But if they were looking to win, they could be like, I don't know about that quarterback situation. How Brissett, I don't know. But now you look at next offseason, or this upcoming offseason in free agency, you see how Jayden Daniels doing now. People could be like, oh man, that boy Jayden Daniels, he could play. Commanders got something over there now. So they really turn things around. So you know what? I can go in over there. We could go make something happen. We could all come together and just really turn this thing up, man. So now it's a bright outlook for the future of the Commanders.
And you guys' future is bright. You got one of the best quarterbacks in football, 2-time MVP. I love Zay Flowers. I think he's an absolute animal. I love him come out of Boston College. I said, oh my gosh, this boy being still. Defense with Minaduke and the middle with Travis. I liked him come out of school as well. You guys, it's ridiculous. You guys are incredible draft. You got Marlon Humphrey and Nate Wiggins. Ooh, I like him. I ain't like him out of school. I like what I've seen so far in the pros. He's going to be something for you guys. Marcus Williams is a great signing a couple years back. I love Kyle Hamilton. I wanted him in the 2022 NFL draft myself. So at least I can see him up now. What's your final prediction for the game and your reasoning for it?
I would say 31-17 in favor of the Ravens. Reason I say that is because the Ravens have 31-17. Yeah, 14-point game. Yeah. 14. Yeah, Ravens have this weird habit of just when there's a certain area that they've been struggling in for a large part of the season, just when the expectations are as low as they could possibly be, then the Ravens, they end up shining. They end up having some crazy game where they turn it around. It's like, oh man, where did that come from? And why wasn't it here all season? I could see that happening this week for Ravens defense, for them really turning it around, them really fixing stuff, them really making those adjustments, and them having a lot better communication this week. A big part of that is because that's just something that the Ravens, they have this crazy, annoying habit of doing. But also they brought in a former defensive coordinator of theirs, Dean Peace. They know the defense has been struggling like crazy. So they brought in some help for new defensive coordinator, Zach Orr. So he got another set of eyes on the defense just to help him out a lot. So I think that could be the difference maker in this game, and the Ravens end up taking it.
Okay. I was going to pick the Ravens to win as well. I think you guys are the better football team, if I want to be honest. I do think the 6.5 point spread was a little disrespectful, but nonetheless, I do think you guys are the better team. I'm going to say 30-27 on a game-winning Justin Tucker field goal.
Okay.
It's going to be a tight, tight game. I think these boys will come to play. I think Washington's going to come up there, be ready to play. A bunch of Commanders fans will go right up to the avenue and hang out. All the friends, the yos, or the dummies, whatever you want to call them. And it's going to be a 60-40 crowd. I think the Commanders fans are going to be rocking. They're going to be rocking.
Oh, yeah.
His team ready to go, and be hyped for this game. And I think it's going to be close. I think it's going to be a close nip and tuck game. I think Jay's going to come with his A game. I believe that the defense is going to come with their A game. It's just hard to stop Lamar Jackson at the end of the day, bro. It's Lamar. It's Lamar freaking Jackson. Like, it's Action Jackson. It's hard to stop. I believe we're gonna take one on the chin, but it's gonna be a close one, gonna be a tight one, and I think it's gonna be a coming out part for Washington. I think everyone like, all right, this team's for real. Okay, I mean, it's just the all right, this team is for real game. Like if we go out there and lose 14, 17, like, these dudes might not be for real. Might be fraudulent. But if you go out there and give them a tough game and really compete, I think they'll show that this team's really for real and they really made business. So both teams come out this one 4-2, but a little different result.
Okay. Yeah. We'll see how it goes, man. It's like I said, it should be a fun one, should be a good one. And I'm sure I know both quarterbacks, they're gonna make their amount of plays, man. They're gonna make their fair share of plays. But yeah, I think this game is just gonna come down to which defense really steps up and really forces, whether it be takeaways or just holds down the opposing offense.
Agreed, for sure. But that's gonna wrap it up for the night live stream. Appreciate y'all for coming up. Please subscribe to INGRAVENVIDS. You haven't done so. Y'all know who Engraven is anyway. Man, been doing the tube for a while. Y'all know who Engraven is. And special shout out to Engraven. Fast shout out to you, bro, for being on. And I know you commented before, so I appreciate that love or whatever you show on my channel. Very appreciated. And best luck to your Ravens the rest of the way, rest of the season. I don't wish you guys best of luck on Sunday. I do look for a very competitive contest.
Yeah. Hey, appreciate you, man. And thanks again for having me on. Thank you.
No problem, man. And I'm glad everything's going well after post-hurricane and everything else, man. I'm glad all is well with you and your family too, bro.
Appreciate it, man. Thank you.
Y'all like, comment, subscribe. Y'all have a good one. And I'll catch y'all next one, man. Peace.